and support Oracle. Okay, I could totally see it.
I'm down. Let's go. Yeah. Well,
Very
you know,
aggressive.
that gifted Ag Interceptor to the core Venge is actually pretty sick.
Really
Late game, right? So.
Dude, I'm no joke. The Venge Ags is one that I think is often overlooked because she almost never has enough farm for. You talk about sacrificial supports. Definitely agreed.
That is so low.
Cool.
It's spooky. It's just like he's just like really going to the limit, man. The salve, he's getting max value here.
Yeah. This is still a great mid lane, though. I'm looking at the overall chart. Wow, Fantastic 5 is actually doing... What is the lane that's making up for this, though? As I'm looking at that, Mirana gets killed up top by Fantastic.
What?
Always want to fly. How does that happen?
Sorry, that's not on you.
2 points in
I'm sure that's not on you.
You know,
I guarantee it must have been the camp.
Actually, always want to fly. You're going to die here. That's a freebie for the Disruptor. Very nice. At Finem. Find some recovery. Yeah, he was in the little camp here next to the Mirana, and she must have been...
I'm guessing like there were 3 creeps that had Caustic on it or something, and Thug just might have not realized.
Don't really have that much damage to kill neutrals either. That's one of the problems here for Ad Finem. I feel like they're committing just a little too much to this, and BZZ, he's still nearby. Like, this is scary for Madara. He's getting low. He gets healed up once. BZZ glimpsed back in, now stunned from the Ogre. Both sides getting low on HP now. BZZ will be able to stand his ground. They're going to turn this onto Spartan. The Purifying Flame's not enough for the kill, but there we go. The second time around, he'll get it. And now at Finem in a lot of trouble. Razor will have to deny to the neutrals. No other option, or at least that was Madara's take on it. And the whole plan backfires for at Finem. This is exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, this is just how we saw them playing it, like for Resolution for DC at the Internationals too, when they were running this off-lane scenario, because it's just such a difficult hero to gank. Like, as they are just going to throw up an X at a Torrent here on the Skylark. I don't think they have enough damage.
Well, BZZ in the mid, meanwhile, getting ganked as well. Razor with the ult on. They'll find the kill there, and they do trade 1 for 1.
Wow.
Vega brings down the Faceless Void, and Ogre Magi brings down the Alchemist. 2 pretty high-value kills, really, for both sides.
Static Storm, of course, but then just through the ultimate of Razor, too. It can be a little bit hard to toggle through that, but yeah.
Great scan here from the Radiant. They know exactly what's going on.
This ward, though.
Going for the fatty stack. They're going to try and clear it out as Always Want to Fly goes stunning in, but here we go. Initiation. Chrono on 3 from the Void. Always Want to Fly actually not stuck in the Chrono, just stunned up, but it might still be enough to find the kill. He'll try to run out. They finally bring him down. Swap from Illidan keeps him alive, but now the glimpse back on Ogre. Tries to lock him in place with the kinetic field, but Razor taking too much damage. Boat comes flying through it, connects on a couple, and Ad Finem again getting overzealous trying to deal with these neutral stacks. Now Spartan will get left behind and brought down. Pounce from Mirana will keep her alive. It's not a pounce, it's a leap. Silly Willy disjoints the stun. She'll be just fine. Arrow not going to connect with much, but my God, it's a 1 for 4. A buyback from the Sand King, and still.
I mean, Skylark, I guess, could run his way over, but he just TP'd, so... Oh, did he just cancel his TP? Yeah, he definitely did. I don't know if that was on purpose, but...
Uh-oh.
He's running mid now.
It's on cooldown for 50. Here we go. Stun on the BZZ. Arrow flies through, connects only on the creep. Illidan, swap now. He'll be all right. Boat comes in, and Madara, he could be the first to fall, and he will. Good setup for F5. Void not being here at the beginning of the fight definitely cost him. Now he drops the Chrono. It does connect on 2, but there's no follow-up. Instead, it's Illidan that's isolated on the back line. Static Storm, Kinetic Field, not enough to bring him down either.
Disaster.
Yol saves him. Now Spartan taking huge right click. This is looking so bad for Ad Finem. They're not going to be able to find a single kill. The Venge will survive, and Spartan, he could be brought down still. Thug, he gets X'd back, but Leap still available. We'll be able to live. Now Moonlight Shadows come out, and F5 might need to retreat. BZZ in the front lines, just regenning up. They will finish off the tower. Venge getting credit for that one. Now a stun onto Sand King, but oh, there comes the arrow. 3-second stun. His invisibility wears off, but Oracle again with a fortune end. He gets another stun, but Thug! Oh, he catches that last star. It finds the kill, and now Ogre, he gets brought down in return. It's a long, drawn-out fight. F5 still barely holding out on, but now a lot of low-health heroes. Madara has respawned and glimpsed right back the other way. They catch BZZ, Static Link, as well as the Eye of the Storm coming down. They're lowering his armor, bringing in the right clicks, but Yol trying to heal him back up. Purifying Flames doing some work. It'll cost Yol his life, but it keeps BZZ alive. 7-10. Not sure who actually won that fight. The team fight recap wasn't gone on long enough to really give us a good picture of it. Razor, I think it was a 2-for-2 overfly, and they rendezvous to Smoke in the jungle alongside RMN and Yol as they look for a gank, possibly in the top lane here on Skylark.
Yeah, these are some really good item times coming right now, too. Like, Blink's ready, you just got to Helm the Dominator now up here on Illidan, kind of that classic core Venge build. And, oh, is it going to be Disruptor again?
Oh no, Kunkka on the way, the boat's flying through, it'll connect on the Disruptor, that's an easy pick there. Moonlight Shadow been deployed, sentry wards down, they can see what's happening, but Skylark with a Chrono on 2 isn't enough. Yolan always want to fly, getting low, Madara with the damage from the Plasma Field. They will lose the Oracle, now RMN on the run, probably going down as well. Illidan does have a swap, but no one to swap to. He has picked up a Dragon Lance as well as the Helm of the Dominator. BZZ on the other side of the river, but I doubt they'll swap this. He's just going to try to TP home, but Fire Blast from Ogre is there. It's a double kill for Thug. And this time F5 overstepped their bounds. It was a great counter initiation from Ad Finem. They kind of sniffed out that smoke, and they just jumped right on it. F5 did not seem ready for that. Starting to trend upward. We'll see a smoke from Ad Finem rotating through enemy secret shop. They'll put a ward down. Interesting little ward spot there. It does give some decent vision into the tier 2. Not a place that's likely to be de-warded, as the plateau is pretty common. They're going to see always want to fly, walk up.
Thug.
Boat breaks, and I don't like go for this. They're going to need a stun to lock him down. Thug on the back line just gets destroyed. Meanwhile, Skylark comes in. Chrono on 2. Follow-up damage not going to be there. The Kunkka boat is on point. Helps out his entire team. Lands on 2 as well. Now BZZ in pretty deep. Gets helped out by the Oracle. He'll stay alive. And Ad Finem get completely turned on. They've already lost 3. Spartan on the run. The Void will TP home, but the Ogre won't be so lucky. 4-0. The Sand King that they started on didn't even die. Void's not very careful with his Chronospheres and doesn't catch the Kunkka, then situations like that arise, and Ghost Ship, it's in a good spot. 50-second cooldown. You don't hesitate at all to throw it out in a situation such as that. Thug trying to split push here. He's got a Blink Dagger now up with his Aghanim. Alchemist will finish off the tier 2 down bottom. Oh no, swap from Illidan. Spartan. Big bad Ogre, he's gonna go right for it. Does create some space for Thug to finish off the tier 2 up top.
Oh, they're going.
Maybe next time he gets stunned up. Glimpse back, Illidan out of mana anyhow. They should be able to find this kill. Purifying Flames brings him low. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, TP home from the Razor. A little bit of a close call, but he does make it back to defend. Now the high ground siege begins. Fantastic 5 pounding on the front door of this enemy base. They've got BOTs now up on the Alchemist. Skylark, no Chrono for 12. This is a tough defense to make. They've already used their glyph. They probably won't lose barracks here, but still a lot of damage onto the tower. This doesn't really cost F5 anything. Alchemist ult maybe is the biggest cost. You could
Skylark,
say.
he's looking for the big play, but there's a ward down. The smoke pops.
5 with pretty cost-effective sieging. One of the benefits of the Alchemist, he has Chemical Rage. It's still only level 2, but he can just go tank all that damage, chip at the tower, and regen up right away. Get right back to where he was. Dire still with great wards down. They've even got sentry so they don't get caught off guard. Always want to fly. Goes in. Now swap on the Skylark. They stun him. Can they bring him down before the Chrono? Yes, they can. Oh my. Kunkka boat flies through, but it's not even needed. Madara going in deep in the backline. Hard onto Yol, stealing a lot of damage, but he's got a lot of friends nearby. Turning into an odd team fight as they're trying to chase the Razor, but he's too fast on the backline. It opens up for Oracle to get finished off by the rest of Ad Finem. Now the Moonlight Shadow comes out. Madara, meanwhile, stunned up by the Venge. Always want to fly. Should have a stun coming off cooldown. There it is. But do they actually have the damage with only these 3 heroes? Madara is so fast. Now BZZ on the way in. They'll find that kill. Thug blinks up, leaps to low ground. Spartan manning up hard. Wants this kill on Always Want to Fly. Does set it up, but it'll cost him his life, and maybe next time, I think he gets out here, TP home, no way to interrupt it. An awkward team fight. F5 barely come out ahead. 2 for 3. They do have a lot of low health heroes to boot. This one, much more of a break even. Be crazy. If he catches one of these supports in the back line, they're going to evaporate.
Yeah, and we know how much work RMN has been putting in these fights too, so that could be a huge shot. Look at them waiting too. Oh, this is such good play from Ad Finem. Oh, I love this.
Here we go. Bot pack is going to go AFK to change his undies as the Chrono comes out. Skylark, maybe not what he hoped for. RMN flies the boat across. They don't get the kill they wanted, and now Always Want to Fly with a huge epicenter. Brings down the Disruptor. Things starting to spread in different directions as Yol has to use the false promise on himself. He'll try to make it down, and he will survive at least for now. Back on the jungle side of it here, Thug. Going to survive in the tree line against RMN, and he will be okay. He uses the Keyblade on himself. RMN getting low. He wants to go back in. Illidan on the back line, now stunned up against Spartan. BZZ, the big boys rejoin the party, and somehow, some way,
nice.
Finem are still holding on. They've only lost their Disruptor. A lot of low health heroes. Now Illidan locked in the tree line. Ad Finem, they reset it again, and they take this fight. How is this happening, Trent? Skylark getting low. He's scared from the Alchemist illusions, but he will make it back. What?
Wow, yeah. And we'll see if they got the smoke ready. All right, Skylark, no pressure, man. throw the biggest chrono ever. Big plays from Airmen, of course, coming out here. So
This
they
is
need to
only
find this
four.
back line.
They do, but oh, the arrow, it actually stuns Roche, helps out F5. Here we go, Skylark, he jumps in.
Oh, no!
Just on Oracle. Not sure if that's the play. The boat flies through it, buys him a little bit of extra time. It's not looking good for Finem. They trade 1 for 1. Marana does manage to snatch the Aegis, but Spartan getting so low, he'll fall next. Now the Moonlight Shadow comes up, but there are sentries down aplenty. Madara gets stunned, the right clicks are coming, a follow-up stun from the Sand King. He goes down. They do lose the Kunkka on the back line, but it's a 3 for 2. If they kill Thug here, this will be the Aegis down. Wow, he picked up a double damage rune also. All the more sweet. Alk looking for the stun. If he finds this, he will not.
I'm very down with a butterfly this game.
I like both of those calls there. I think ditching the armlet for the AC is definitely a good play. I always feel like Alchemist isn't the best hero to be carrying those aura items because he always has potential for more items.
Hello?
Skylark, he's actually in a lot of trouble here. Moonlight Shadow does come out with the boat flies through. It is going to hit him. They've got some detection. They'll bring him down.
He just blinked onto the rune.
Oh, Skylark, why?
The creeps begin to close again. Oh, would you look at that? I see some Aghanim Scepters coming in. Wait, what did he do? He just had an Ogre. Did he sell it? Just had an Ogre Club. But BZ sold it again. No, I'm not sure.
Well, the siege begins here, Trent. There is a glyph available for the Radiant, but Finem maybe in trouble. No, it's Illidan. He has to take the false promise to stay alive, but on the back line, the Ogre's dead. Void comes up in about 10 seconds. Madara debuts his BKB, but they can't even get the kill they committed for. Now Thug jumps out, pops his BKB. Illidan's still alive. Y'all doing so much work. The Face Edict so good against Piranha at this stage. Madara now caught by the rest of the team. Static Storm Kinetic Field not going to be enough to keep him alive. This is looking like the beginning of the end for Finem. The Chronosphere comes out, but it just doesn't seem to matter. How many misses was that in a row? Was that all Radiance? Oh my god. He doesn't even have evasion yet. That was just all Radiance. Oh, the RNG now going in favor of F5 as well. They'll lose their Oracle finally as Marana in the backline pops him, but now Thug gets caught, and if she dies, this could be huge. A lot of damage comes out first, but she will get brought down. Buyback is available. The Razors already used his, and F5 are not done sieging yet. They get the tier 3 tower, still a glyph remaining for Finem. Big fight for Fantastic 5. BZZ needs to be a little careful. He doesn't have an Aegis. Stun from Always Wanna Fight. Glimpse. Out comes the kinetic field, but now the Shiva's channeling up the stun. He regens so fast. Madara getting low. It gets dieback for him, and it is. Down goes the Razor. Now the buyback from the Marana. The worst timing possible. F5 see that and go, oh, a buyback and a dieback. We're out, boys. Let's not give them anything else. Careful how they take this fight. If they get caught, if one of their heroes dies first without buyback, this game is pretty much over. And they actually have no buybacks. Cooldown or cost, regardless, Alchemist is the only one with buyback right now.
Oh, here they go.
Glimpse. Okay, he'll be fine to start things off. Not a bad start. Swap from Illidan onto the Marana to get things going. Chronosphere connects on 2, doesn't catch the Kunkka again. Armen's already used the boat though, but the Chronosphere doesn't yield any kills. It's too far out. They lose their Disruptor up at the top, and now things start to fall apart for Finem. Moonlight Shadow will keep them alive a bit longer, but their base not going to be so lucky. Tier 3 towers already fallen. Now the melee barracks under heavy siege. BZZ with plenty of gold sitting in the bank, and there's just no stopping this Alchemist. Level 22, items out the wazoo. What do they do here, Trent?
Well, Illidan stands in range to keep giving this aura, pretty much.
Madara just gets juiced. Skylark without an Ags. He's just a walking Vladimir's offering. And oh golly, GG, well played. It's Fantastic 5 to take game number 1, 35-19. Finem honestly with a good showing in game 1. This is a best of 3 upper bracket, folks, so no elimination, nothing like that for all the Finem fans around the world, but in the end, the Alchemist just got way too big. The first 5 to 10 minutes of controlling the Alch was brilliant. It seemed like the Ogre Razor was really a good duo in the mid lane to deal with it, but trying to contest those stacks did not go well for